Worry is something that I've talked about in my coaching group before, because worry and anxiousness or anxiety are things that affect a lot of us. We've all been affected to some degree, and obviously some worse than others. And I think it's funny that we feel the way that we do in light of the world in which we live, which is something I also say a lot. We have advanced so much as a society. There are so many things that we can depend on. Our technology we depend so much on. Our industries, our systems, our governments, our education, all of these things we depend on. And yet still we find good reason to worry. Yet still we work ourselves up. Yet still we keep ourselves up at night, not able to go to sleep because we're worried sick about something in our lives. It's like we will find something to worry about. Now, I've always said that worry is this. Worry is self-prayer, and you make a terrible God. Worry is self-prayer, and you make a terrible God. What I mean by that is by constantly going over the same things that we're worried about, it's as if we are petitioning ourselves. It's as if we are praying to ourselves that somehow worrying is going to create a solution, that somehow worrying is going to cause your circumstances to change, that somehow worry is going to create the resolution that you want. Well, we all know that's not the case. Worry is not going to produce those results. All worry is going to do is ruin another day of the only life that you've got. That's all worry is going to accomplish for you. And so we need to get better control of our anxiousness, better control of our worry, because again, it's not going to help you. You're not going to achieve your goals faster by worrying. You're not going to get people to apologize to you by worrying about it. You're not going to ensure the safety of your kids because you worry about it. You're not going to keep your job longer because you worry about it. You're not going to have enough money to pay bills just because you worry about it. Worry doesn't produce anything. It just robs you of the joy and the celebration and the happiness and the peace and the enthusiasm and all the great things that you could be experiencing. Worry is going to tax all of that emotional capital in you because you're just not able to control it. Now, am I saying you can be worry-free? Well, that depends. For most of us, I think the more severe the circumstances, obviously that's going to be our first reaction. Worry is going to be our first reaction. What I'm saying, though, is that you can take proactive steps to strengthen yourself, become a stronger person, true, but you can also take steps to better manage the things that you're presently concerned about now. Not only will you feel better about them, but they're going to get actually resolved, and you'll be that much stronger for whatever you'll face down the road. And again, that is my foundation to everything I teach on mental motivation, that your best defense in life is a stronger you. We can't fix everybody's circumstances. We can't fix all your circumstances, but we can always make a stronger you. We can always empower you. We can always build you up. People will find a reason to worry. People will find a reason to be anxious. It is a habit of thought. Well, habits are created. You didn't come out of the womb this way. This is learned behavior. Now, you didn't get there overnight. You're certainly not going to get out of it overnight, but I think it can happen a lot quicker than you think if you are proactive. If you are proactive, if you have a way, if you have a means, if you set yourself, again, diligently to do these things, there will be a way forward for you to overcome and control your worry and control any emotion that you don't want to be governed by. I think you're too friendly with it. I think I'm too friendly with the negative emotions that I feel, the things that might overpower me. I'm too friendly with it. You know what I mean? I'm defending it. That's the way that we get defensive, do we not? Because one of the strongest motives is self-preservation. And I don't mean just staying alive. I don't mean just surviving in the apocalypse. Self-preservation manifests itself every day through our defense mechanisms. We don't want to feel shame. We don't want to blame ourselves. We don't want to feel guilty. So we will avoid anytime somebody like me points their finger and starts to meddle in our life and say, you have something you might need to change. We get defensive. You need to let go of all of those defenses. There's nothing to defend here. If you've got a challenge with worry, that's fine. Admit it. Come out and say guilty. Guilty as charged. Don't get condemned about it. Change it. Don't feel guilty about it. Change it. Nobody's shaming any one of us. The issue is that these are serious things that are going to continue to rob our lives, and we don't need to be friendly with them. In fact, it's the opposite. We need to hate them. We need to despise them. We need to declare war on them. This is CJ, the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.